Hello, thanks for joining me. I'm the Badger Reborn, and today I'm going to talk about the Amazon Wheel of Time TV show, and why it will be a total bust. Or why it won't be. Before I get started, I want to thank my patrons, who are helping me improve the channel and continue to talk about the Wheel of Time. You guys are great, and I really appreciate your support. Additionally, I want to give a huge thanks to my friend Elkis, who designed the graphic that is my new channel banner picture. She also created the new music at the beginning of the video. It pairs perfectly with my amazing Badger logo drawn by Leanne. Both of their Twitter profiles are in the video description if you would like to see more of their art. This video will be spoiler free for this series, so you can watch even if you haven't started the books. But after watching, go start the books. They're pretty good. In this video, I'll cover 3 main issues and analyze their likelihood of sinking the Wheel of Time show. Number 1, lack of marketing buzz. Number 2, terrible looking white cloak armor. And number 3, the possibility of SJW pandering in the writing, casting, and general changes to the show. Some key characters in this travesty that I'll mention during the video are the showrunner Rafe Judkins, who is the main creative and production control for the series, Amazon Studios, who are of course the ones funding and showing it, and SJWs, or Social Justice Warders, a term for liberal people who fight for a safe, equitable, and respectful society for all people. Go ahead and click the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Wheel of Time videos. Let's jump right into it. Amazon has not released a Wheel of Time trailer, and has actually been pretty quiet on the whole with any type of marketing. After initial social media posts announcing actors, they went silent for a while. They've sporadically dipped their toes back in with posts, but they have not been consistent or revealed really anything besides minor actors for some time now. With the large Wheel of Time fan community eagerly awaiting news and the wealth of content creators popping up to share it, now could be a great time to be continuing to stoke the fan base, getting us to spread the word, and getting new potential viewers interested in the books and keeping an eye out for bigger show announcements. Instead, there's virtually nothing of substance, and most of what we do get at this point is leaked or discovered by Narg the Trolloc or Geeky Airy. This makes things a bit tough for me personally. I started this channel wanting to talk mostly about the Wheel of Time TV show in relation to the books, but there's just nothing new like I was expecting. Still plenty to talk about with a series this epic, but Amazon has done a rather amazing job of tightening up leaks after the initial period, given that their filming is generally in a public place or public places, and they are apparently regularly hiring large amounts of extras. In terms of timeline, it's actually not surprising that there has not been a trailer yet. Amazon's hit show The Boys released its first promotional advertising about 9 months before the show premiered. Given the uncertainty with the Wheel of Time release due to COVID, expectations are around the summer or fall of 2021, which means we shouldn't have seen any marketing yet, following a similar timeline. However, we have heard about the possible sizzle reels being created, and I predict that we'll see real marketing for the show before the end of this year. Another factor that I haven't seen discussed much is the sheer size of Amazon Prime, which is the platform the Wheel of Time will be streamed on. There are estimates that 66 to 82% of US households have Amazon Prime, which is staggering. For comparison, at the peak of Game of Thrones, an estimated 25% of households had HBO. Worldwide, estimates have the total number of Amazon Prime subscribers at well over 115 million people and well over 75 million households. That is such a giant market share, so Amazon can quickly and easily market the show to a giant audience whenever they do start. In the meantime, us as fans can help drum up interest on a small scale, even without the show releasing many updates. So I'm really not worried about the fact that there hasn't been marketing or trailers yet. It's actually to be expected. The next potential issue comes in the form of the white cloak armor, which was revealed in a leaked image. There have been mixed reviews from Wheel of Time fans, but personally, I think it looks pretty terrible. This brings to mind the Nilfgaard armor from Netflix's The Witcher. If you don't remember or weren't aware, before The Witcher came out, an image of the armor from the Nilfgaard nation was released. It was highly criticized for looking very dumb. I think the white cloak armor looks just as bad in different ways. The sunburst on the pauldron, the shoulder thing, isn't colored in, which looks like a forgotten detail. The shawl thing looks pretty foolish with a single sleeve of armor, and mostly it all looks like cheap plastic armor that you could buy for a kid's Halloween costume. With that being said, the bad publicity that the Nilfgaard armor got really didn't hurt the show's popularity at all. It looked a little weird in the show, but not as much as it does in the still picture, and a little bit of unique design isn't going to ruin anything. I am pretty confident that the white cloak armor will look better in the show's lighting and action, and this may not even be the whole or final thing. I'm not worried about it, and I think it has the potential to actually end up looking very unique and good as a finished product. I also briefly wondered whether the creators were worried that a totally book-accurate depiction of the white cloak uniform might end up looking like KKK robes. No reason to introduce that into the show, as we don't want new fans to think there's supposed to be some sort of link there. The final issue, The final issue, which has received a lot more discussion and criticism than these other two combined, is the potential for SJW pandering that will be injected into the show's writing. A segment of fans believe that this is already happening from the casting choices, which has been discussed at length also. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that particular aspect. The actors are generally consistent with book descriptions, especially in ways that matter, and what's more, they're likely great actors and seem to have developed a lot of chemistry, which makes a big difference in shows. At the beginning, I mentioned that SJW, a term for people who fight for a safe, equitable, and respectful society for all people, is being applied to Rafe Judkins and the other writers. Rafe himself is gay, which leads some people to believe that he will add lots of LGBTQ characters and make existing characters gay. There's also speculation that characters that are generally thought of as being white in the books will be played by actors of color. All things that the detractors say will try to pander to and include the social justice warriors. These things, indeed, might happen. I think, in fact, there's already evidence that they will. There have also been many Wheel of Time fans who have said that they are thrilled with these changes, because they rarely see people who look like them in their favorite fantasy TV shows or movies. To me, that's what it's really all about. There's no hidden agenda or nefarious plan. It's about making characters that people love. The SJW thing is a little silly in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with trying to include more people. Is making the cast and some characters more representative of real-life identities going to ruin it? Here's something you may have forgotten. The Wheel of Time is our own world, just in another time. Plus, at the end of the day, the more money it makes, the more likely we are to have it be high quality all the way through to the end. So the larger the audience that loves it, the better. Look, I'm almost as much of a book purist as you're going to find. I don't like the changes from the book on principle, and would love to see a direct screenplay of the books. However, that isn't what we're going to get, and that can be really exciting. The Lord of the Rings movies, for example, were better than the books in my opinion, despite the books being absolutely classic fantasy. There is room for improvement when going from the page to the screen, because books aren't written to be ideal TV shows. It really excites me when I see new fans of The Wheel of Time, or people who've been reading the books since they came out, be amazed and excited by seeing cast members who look like them. I'm sure that, like probably everyone, I won't love the way every character is portrayed. That's part of being a fan. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure that the show as a whole is going to do a great job of capturing the heart and soul of Robert Jordan's creation, because Rafe has said so. So, that wraps up this edition of my reviews of the issues surrounding the Wheel of Time adaptation. You're free to draw your own conclusions, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Are you worried about the adaptation? Is there something you've seen that excites you? Let me know. I also have a previous video about potential issues with the TV show, but covering different points. Check out that one too. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more Wheel of Time content. If you'd like to join my patrons and get some rewards like talking to me about videos in advance, click the Patreon link in the video description below. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Hello. Wanted to give a bit of a channel update. That's a new thing for me as a YouTuber, but you might have noticed that I haven't really made any videos for the last several weeks, and just kind of wanted to explain there's been a lot going on in my life, moving to a new house, and just kind of getting adjusted to that, and additionally just a heavy period at work as well. So that's why I haven't been making a lot of videos. I do plan to make them more consistently going forward though, so you can expect more Badger Reborn content from me in the near future. I don't have a consistent exactly schedule, but more than once every other month, that's for sure. I really look forward to making more of them, and I've certainly got a lot of ideas built up and stored away, so you can look forward to that. Also, hope you like my new setup better. I think it looks a little bit, I don't know, more YouTube-y than what I had before, even though what I had before was starting to look okay. I've got my nice bookshelf with my Wheel of Time collection, and then also some other Wheel of Time books. Probably not the best YouTubing to look away from the camera while talking. I've also got the Wheel of Time companion here, and a few other books, none super worth naming. My popcorn tin from Avengers Endgame, my Chuck statue, and Pirate Ship.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.